The air was thick with the scent of freshly cut grass when Karen stormed across my lawn, her clipboard clutched like a weapon. She was the neighborhood's self-appointed enforcer, the kind of person who measured your grass blades to ensure they didn't exceed HOA regulations. Today, her eyes gleamed with triumph. "You're in violation," she declared, thrusting a fine notice at me for $500. My crime? A single potted plant on my porch, allegedly obstructing the aesthetic harmony of Maple Street. I laughed, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. Karen wasn't just a neighbor. She was a legend in our small community, her name whispered with a mix of fear and ridicule. She'd find the Wilsons for a basketball hoop, hounded Mrs. Carter over her mailbox color, and even reported a kid's lemonade stand for unpermitted commerce. But this time, she'd picked the wrong target. I wasn't just a pushover with a day job. I was a part-time paralegal with a knack for digging into fine print. I invited Karen inside, hoping to reason with her. She refused, standing on my porch like a general addressing her troops. "Pay the fine, or I'll escalate this to the HOA board," she snapped. Her voice carried, and I saw curtains twitch across the street. The neighborhood was watching. Something in me snapped. I wasn't going to let her bully me or anyone else anymore. I spent the next week poring over HOA bylaws, county codes, and property records. What I found was gold. Karen's own backyard shed, built without a permit, violated city ordinances. The fine for that? Up to $5,000, plus mandatory demolition if not corrected. I could have stopped there, but I dug deeper. Karen had been collecting fines from neighbors for years. Depositing them into a personal account she claimed was for community improvements. No receipts, no records. It was embezzlement, plain and simple. The HOA meeting was a battlefield. Karen strode in, confident, ready to crucify me over my potted plant. I stood up, calm but resolute, and presented my evidence. The shed violation, the questionable account, bank statements I'd legally obtained through a friend at the county office. The room went silent. Karen's face drained of color as I detailed her violations, each one a nail in her carefully crafted image. Neighbors gasped. Some nodded, their own grudges against her surfacing. When I revealed she owed me $3,000 in legal fees for her baseless fine attempt, the crowd erupted. The board ruled in my favor. Karen was fined, her shed ordered demolished, and she was forced to repay every cent she'd swindled. She tried to argue, her voice shrill, but the evidence was ironclad. By the end, she was trembling, her authority shattered. I should have felt triumphant, but as I watched her leave, head bowed, I felt a pang of sorrow. Karen wasn't evil, just a woman so obsessed with control she'd lost sight of community. Maple Street hasn't been the same since. The HOA rewrote its rules, and neighbors started talking again, not just whispering complaints. But Karen moved away, her house sold quietly. I heard she's living alone now, far from anyone who'd call her a legend. Justice was served, but at what cost? Her fall didn't just break her pride. It broke a piece of our neighborhood's fragile trust. What do you think was exposing Karen worth the cost to our community? Where do you draw the line between justice and vengeance?